Hello, this is Shamim from SS Software Institute. So today we're going to talk about the second section's Django documentations. The last tutorial was the first section, setup and installation. So we installed our Python and set up our Django project and start the project first. So now I will talk about the documentations properly. So let's get started. So go to the Google and search documentations, Django documentations, and open the Django documentations. Before starting the Django documentations reading, I will give you some information about the documentations. So why I emphasize more to read the documentations? The reason is that how important it is, you never know. You can't imagine, because documentations give you the proper way to learn. That's why I emphasize to everyone, read the documentations properly and give at least 1 hour every day to read the documentations. Probably if you give a lot of time to read the documentations, you understand the whole things at the and the basic part properly. That's why I will emphasize to you, and I request to you, please read the documentations. And I probably make a lot of videos only how to read the documentations and understand the documentations properly. So first of all, open the documentations and you have seen the first steps. So are you new to Django, to programming? This is the place to start. So this is a very good line basically. So you have seen a 3-part from scratch and tutorial, advanced tutorial. So the first link is overview. So when you are gonna see a link, you just open the link. So open link in new tab. So probably before going to the link, I will show you the whole things. Scroll down and you have seen a lot of things there. So just go through this to understand how many informations have there. Like getting help. What is this? This means probably when you are going to start your project or making something like that, you are having a trouble. So getting error and facing trouble is a common things in a programming life. So if you don't find a trouble or error, probably you are not to be a good programmer. So that's why having trouble or facing trouble is a common thing. So when you're gonna face a trouble, you just got the help from these sections. You just take the help from these sections. So these sections help you to face how to face error or trouble when you're gonna face trouble. So the next thing is how the documentation is organized. So how the documentation is organized. So this documentation is organized in a 4 way. The first way is tutorials, the second way is topic guides, the third way is reference guides, and fourth is a how to guides or recipe. So yes, you just watch these first sections. You just see the first sections, the tutorial sections. Yes, you have 8 part of the tutorials: request and responses, models and the admin side, views and templates, forms and generic views, testing, static files, customizing the admin side, adding third-party packages, and the advanced how to write reusable apps, writing your first patch for Django. So this is the things of the fourth. This is the documentations is basically organized by the 4 part. And later one, you have seen the model layer. This is very important for data. So how you connect to your data using model layer and database. So you have learned advanced things from this model layer. So before read these, you probably learn a lot of things from part 2, models and admin side. So after reading these, you have to go there, the model layer, and you have seen that introduction to models, field types, index, meta options, model class, making queries, query set method reference, lookup expressions, so and so on. So others, advanced migrations, how to migrate, migrations introductions, so operation reference, writing migrations. So yeah, you should read the whole things properly. The view layer, after reading the model layer, then you go to the view layer. You have seen a lot of things of view layer as well. So before reading the view layer, you have got some tutorials from part 3, views and templates. Here you have seen a lot of informations and you should read. After read that, you go to the view layer, and yeah, you got the advanced things from this layer. And this is the template layer. Basically this is the HTML or front-end layer. So you have seen a lot of things from this template layer, and probably before doing that you get some information. The first steps, this is the static files, probably this should be and views and templates, probably views, and you should read the templates, because views or templates are very connectable things. So you're going to connect to the views to template and show your informations to the web template and website at the same time. And forms, Django forms, this is very important part. Probably you have seen something in forms here, forms and generic views. And after reading these, you got something like that, forms, and you have advanced things from this here. And this is the development process. You get something how the process of development, settings and applications, exceptions, Django admin and manage.py. Yeah, you should read that manage.py how works, testings, deployment, everything you should read. The development process done. Admin side, yeah, admin side, admin actions, and the admin documentation generator. So this is a huge things and huge informations here. Before going do that, you probably read something here as a beginner part, like forms, customizing the admin side. So this part is important. After reading this, you go here and learn something more. Then security, yeah, security is important, how your website more secure. So you read these sections, probably you have learn a lot of things, and your website will be more secure. And internationalizations and localizations, probably you read something. And time zone, so overview, internationalizations, localizations, time zone is important. So you need to use your time zones every time. So that's why this part is important. Performance and optimizations, you know how important it is, how your website performance, this is important. Probably your website will be a good you can do a good you can make a good website. You need to ensure your performance and optimization level. This is very important. And geographic framework, and the last thing is common web application tools. Here you get some common web application tools, data validation, static files management, sessions, sitemaps, message framework, serializations, sending emails, logging, caching, so overview, password management, customization, authentications, API reference. This is important, you should read. Yeah, we are gonna give some time to read the whole process because it's important. Other core functionalities, conditional content processing, flat page, redirect, signal. So this is some core functionalities that you are going to use frequently in your project, so you should read these functionalities properly. So the last thing is probably the Django open source project. So you have get some open source project and code that basically help you to understand how to write your code in the project. So yeah, you should start reading these sections later. So yeah, this is a huge sections, and every link will be get a lot of informations. Every sections has a lot of informations, and you should get a lot of informations from there. So yeah, you need a lot of time to finish these documentations, but yeah, you should give this time to finish these documentations, because reading the documentations is important to perfectly learning. So okay, first we go to the overview section. So this is our first link that we open in first. So this is overview. Go to the overview sections, and yes, you have just watched this. I scroll down and huge information there. So this is the overview. The first link is this. So how many links is there? You have just seen recently, after a few minutes ago. So that's that. So you understand that every link has how many informations. So you probably read these informations, you will be get a lot of you will be get a lot of things that basically help you to be a good developer. So Django at a glance, this is the thing. So the Django was developed in a fast paced newsroom environment. It was designed to make a common web development task fast and easy. We already know that, and that the goal is the document is give you the enough technical specifies to understand how Django works. But this isn't intended to be a tutorial or a reference, but we have got both. Very, very important information. So we have got both. So they have sent some reference and tutorial at the same time, and probably the reference and tutorial is making you the best. So when you're ready to start your project, you can start with tutorial. So go to this link and read the link again. So before going to the link, you just read these sections. You just go through the sections rapidly. Okay, so design your model. So yeah, when you are going to start your app, so start app. So the name app, you're probably app or something like that, whatever you were giving the name. So this is the app. So after starting app, you just first you start working in your model. So there should be the models.py. So yes, when we're going to start our project, we have seen that how models work and how we develop our models.py. So after, probably this is a very simple models they have made. So from Django DB import models, so the Django default models that made by Django imported. After imported these models, you just you just got the model under the models.model, and you have got a full name. So these models call the character field maximum length probably 17. So this is the class of reporter. So under the reporter class, you call the models and you have got the full name here. That means these model sections has one functions, that is a character field functions, and has some when you call these functions, probably you import your name. So that should be the character field. That means A, B, C, D or whatever. This is alphabetic. So this is, and you probably limit your length. So this is maximum length 17. So it's a huge. The name will be 10 or 20 or most probably 30 length. But you should add at least something that probably if someone has his name is huge. So that should be, this is a 17. Then you define a function. This is a self function, and call the functions under the self function. You call the full name. You have write another model. This is an article model. This is a class based model. So probably we have declared one section. This is a class based view. So class based and function based view is important, so we're going to talk about that later. So how or when we're going to use a class based and when we're going to use the function based. Okay, so this is a simple model that they have made. After making the models, then you should migrations your model and migrate your model to the database. So this is important. And another part is migrations. So try to read this, read the things what they are gonna talk. The migrations command looks at all your available models and creates migrations for whichever tables don't already exist. Migrate runs the migrations and creates tables in your database, as well as optionally providing much richer schema control. So this is the things. Enjoy the free API. So yeah, probably when you're gonna make your API, so this code is important for this time. So we are talking about that later. After that, a dynamic admin interface. It's not just a scaffolding, it's the whole house. Once your models are defined, Django can automatically create a professional, production ready administrative interface. Yeah, when you're gonna make a model, you have seen that, you will see this scenario. Website that lets authenticate users, add, change and delete object. The only step required is to register your model in the admin side. So yeah, after creating your model and migrate your model to the database, then you should add your model to the admin side. That is important. So yeah, you have seen this is admin.py and import the admins, at the same time import the models because you're going to make your models. And yes, you have created one class, that is article class. This is a one class article class. So you should register your model, article model, to the admin.py side. So admin.site.register models.article, that should be registered to the admin panel. So the philosophy, what? The philosophy here is that your site is edited by a staff or a client or maybe just you, and you don't want to have to deal with creating backend interface, only the managed content. So one typical workflow in creating Django apps is to create models and get the admin sites up and running as fast as possible, so your staff or clients can start populating data, then develop the way data is presented to the public. So this is very, very important. So whenever you are gonna create your model, you should register your model into the admin.py. Because of this philosophy you have already read, to understand why you are going to register your models to admin.py. So Django, design your URLs. So after creating your models and registered and migrations and registered, then you should go to the urls.py because you need to URLs because the web template shows to the URLs. When anyone opens your website, he needs one URL to recognize your page. That's why urls.py is important. So how you add your URLs? So before making your urls.py, you need to develop your views.py. So after making the views.py, you probably add the urls.py. So this is important. So import the views and URLs as well, and you add the views.py, views.year archive, views.month archive. So this is the urls.py. Okay, so yeah, we have also seen that we'll also see how views.py created and how you add the views.py's functions to the urls.py to recognize the page. Okay, and the second thing is the code above maps URLs path to Python callback functions views. Probably you have already understand that why views.py is important and needs. Write your views. So yeah, so before going to the urls.py, you should write your views first. So import your models to the views.py. So probably you are going to make your models first, and these models you import to your views.py. Then you are going to define a functions like your archive, and these functions has you call your models and get the models objects, and you're going to filter the information. So in article models you have set a lot of informations, like a lot of data, but you don't need a lot of data, you just need a one data. So that's why you just filtered, and which data you need just add there, filter and add this data, and this data is called and will be stored a list variable. So you're just this list variable, you store your context and finally return the context, and also you return the template file. This is your archive.html. So this is a template file, you just link to the template file to the views.py, and these will help you to show the information to your web page. So okay, this is a views.py, and finally and in future we have write our views.py, and you have seen a lot of things. You are gonna see a lot of things when you write a views.py. So now we're gonna talk about the templates design. So when you have to design your views.py, now you should have to design your templates file, because the front end, that means the front end informations, you are going to add your HTML file. That HTML file basically connect to the views.py, and these views.py is connect to the urls.py, and finally this information will be stored and show to the users, and every informations will be shown to the users. So this is the template files. You have a one basic file. This is a base.html. Probably in every page has the same information, so these information will be stored to the base.html, and these HTML file extends to the every HTML file. So this is the first things. So and you have seen some logical area and some code to the Django, how to write to the template file. So this is a template we're gonna write. When we're gonna write, you will see everything how we're gonna write. So this is a base.html file. So yeah, at the same time we're gonna add a static file. If any image and picture, logo or videos, whatever you are gonna add, you have to add your static files, and these static files will be loaded to the HTML file, and that will be finally shown to the web page. And the final thing is, this is just the surface. So this is the overview, just a simple things we're gonna read today, that basically give some information how Django work and what type of informations you need to know. The basic things today we're gonna discuss. So let's next day we're gonna discuss about this link, and finally we'll open the every link and read gradually. So when we're gonna done the first overview, then we're gonna learn about the installation process, then gradually learn the request response, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, 6, 7, 8. After learning this tutorial part, we finally start our app, go to the project. We finally go to the project and start our app and start coding. Probably in this time you are probably learning something. You are gonna make sense to the documentations and code at the same time, because making a sense is important, developing a sense is important. How models.py works, how views.py works, how urls.py works, why you need to develop the settings.py and add the app to the installations things like there. like they are when you're gonna start your project. So each and everything is important. So first, if you don't read the documentations, probably I have to start coding and you can't understand many things properly. That's why I will make a lot of videos first to read the documentations properly. After finishing the documentations, then I go to the code and try to start coding and learning. So first of all, you need to read the things and then go to the exercise. Basically, this should be the process and proper learning way. So thank you very much today. Next day we're gonna learn about the next things. Bye bye.